Have you ever felt like your life began at exactly the right moment, but you couldn't explain why? As if your birth wasn't random but somehow meaningful, as though the universe whispered a secret only your soul could hear. What if I told you that your birth month is not just a square on the calendar or a coincidence of time and biology, but a sacred imprint, a symbolic key encoded with archetypal meaning, crafted by the same mysterious forces that shape the cosmos itself? Carl Jung, the legendary Swiss psychologist and mystic of the mind, believed that our lives are not governed solely by logic or chance. He proposed that we are each born under the influence of powerful archetypes, primordial patterns deeply embedded within what he called the collective unconscious. According to Jung, your birth month carries the energy of one of these archetypes, shaping the themes of your life, not as rigid fate, but as an invitation to uncover your inner myth. Today, we're not diving into horoscopes or daily zodiac readings. No, this journey is far deeper. We're exploring the symbolic language of the soul, using the seasons and their psychological signatures to unlock who you were born to become. Welcome to Deep Psyche, where we explore the mystical side of psychology, the shadow self, and the hidden forces shaping your inner world. If you find meaning in the symbolism of dreams, ancient wisdom, or the mysteries that live inside your own story, then you're exactly where you need to be. Now take a breath and let's begin. Born in January in the still, silent cradle of winter, your soul carries the wisdom of snow-covered earth and the hush between seasons. You are often an old soul in a young body, someone who finds strength in solitude and silence. Like the mountain sage who lives above the noise, you reflect, you build, you preserve. You may appear quiet, even distant, but underneath lies a fierce devotion to truth and legacy. You are the architect who builds things that last. February brings visionaries into the world. Children of winter's final exhale, you walk sideways through the world, rarely fitting in, but always seeing more than others can. These are the rebels of the psyche, the truth speakers who often carry ideas the world isn't ready to hear. You were born not to conform, but to awaken, provoke, and spark new ways of thinking. If you've ever felt like the outsider, it's because you were born to change the tribe, not follow it. March is where winter melts into spring, death becomes rebirth, and those born in this month live that cycle constantly. Deeply emotional, often intuitive to the point of clairvoyance, you are the phoenix of the soul. You feel deeply sometimes, too deeply, but you always rise again. Whether it's heartbreak, loss, or reinvention, you know the sacred art of transformation. Your pain becomes your poetry. You are not broken, you are reborn. April bursts. Warriors not of violence but of passion. There is fire in your chest, not just to fight but to protect what matters. Your energy can be intense, but it's not for domination. It's to awaken others. When aligned, you don't burn people, you light them up. You have the power to lead others back to themselves, to ignite movement, to defend love with boldness. May souls are the gardeners of the collective unconscious. Rooted, sensual, patient, your life is slow magic. You know that true beauty doesn't bloom overnight. You build things, relationships, art, businesses with sacred care. Like nature itself, you move in rhythms. The world may rush around you, but you anchor it. You are earth made human. June is the birth of duality. Those born in June are mirrors reflecting back the truths others can't always see. Your mind is fast, curious, and poetic. But beneath that wit is a deep emotional core, one that often wrestles between logic and intuition. You are the translator between worlds, the voice that gives feeling structure, the bridge that brings opposites together. You make sense of what others feel but can't express. July souls carry the memory of generations. There's a soft strength in you, a nurturing presence that wraps around others like a warm embrace. You love fiercely and often sacrifice too much, but your journey is learning to care for yourself the way you care for everyone else. There's ancestral wisdom in your bones. You are the emotional healer, the protector of hearts, but don't forget that your own heart needs tending too. August gives birth to sovereigns, kings, and queens, not of ego, but of radiant soul. You are meant to inspire, to lead by example, to walk with dignity. When balanced, you don't demand attention, you embody it. Your presence is the medicine. You carry the burden of visibility, of expectations, but when you remember that your light is not about you, but about those you illuminate, you become unstoppable. You are royalty in service of the soul. Which of these archetypes speaks to your soul? Drop your birth month in the comments. I want to know how these deeper patterns show up in your life. Let's keep exploring. September births the sacred organizers, the scribes of the psyche. You long for order not to control, but to heal. Your mind is sharp, your attention deep, and your devotion to doing things the right way is unmatched. But your true power isn't perfection, it's discernment. You see what's broken and quietly begin to repair it. In a world drowning in chaos, you are clarity. Your work is sacred even when unseen. October souls live between worlds. You are artists of harmony driven by a deep need for balance, justice, and beauty. Conflict unsettles you, but also awakens you. Through pain, you learn to weave peace. You don't just want harmony, you embody it. You are the diplomat of the heart, the painter of emotional landscapes. You are the one who turns fractures into art. November children are the alchemists. Born into the season of death, you carry pain not as a wound, but as a raw material for wisdom. You don't avoid the dark, you dive into it. And when you rise, you bring gold. Grief, loss, betrayal, you've known them, but you turn them into insight, into healing. Into power, you are the phoenix, the witch, the healer who learn to love their scars. December closes the cycle with vision. These are the dreamers who walk at the edge of time. You often feel old and young at once, rooted in the past, yet stretched toward what's possible. Philosophers at heart, your soul is not content with surface truths. You seek the eternal. You don't just dream, you construct mythologies. You are the bridge to the next age, a teacher of higher truths, a builder of what's to come. So, what is your birth month trying to tell you? What sacred message was encoded into your soul the moment you took your first breath? Carl Jung believed that the symbols we are born with, the stories life places around us, are clues. They're not cages, they're keys to your power, your path, your purpose. Your birth month is more than a number, it's a myth in motion, a living archetype unfolding itself through your choices, your patterns, your pain, and your becoming. So ask yourself not just what month was I born in, but why? What is life trying to express through the time you were born? What legacy is your archetype here to fulfill? If this video sparks something in you, please don't keep it to yourself. Tap the like button, share it with someone who needs to remember who they truly are. Leave a comment and tell us which month are you and how did this speak to your soul. This is Cyphoria. We don't just chase truth, we descend into the depths to find it. Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and keep exploring the symbols that shaped you.